Now, your local forecast from Lincoln's own weather experts.
Well, we're looking at a mostly cloudy sky as we look southward towards South Lincoln here. Had a brief shower an hour ago, but really not much. But right now we're at 70 degrees with a light north-northeast wind at 9 miles an hour, so it has changed directions overnight, indicating that a front has pushed through. Dew point currently at 67, so it is a little damp still out there. You might get a little bit of low-level fog in some spots, but we look at the satellite and radar loop from this morning, a little more widespread in south-central Nebraska with some flashes of lightning, but as it pushed eastward into southeast Nebraska this morning, really dissipated. It's a little dry here in southeast Nebraska with our soil here, and sometimes it's hard to keep these to sustain themselves, but still a few more light showers in Gage County, but for the most part, it has really been winding down here in the Lancaster County area, so just a light shower to make the pavement wet this morning. Temperatures, you can see somewhat of a difference from southeast to northwest, so they're still hanging on to 81 in Falls City, 75 in Beatrice, 60s elsewhere, down to 60 up in the Ainsworth area. So again, this also kind of gives us clues to where that front currently is, but really when you look at the wind direction, Falls City, Beatrice, still from the southwest, but out of the north, Omaha, Lincoln, York, along I-80. So that direction really tells you where the front is. And winds are still fairly light, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So with this front nearby, this will give us one last chance to receive some beneficial rain. So keep your fingers crossed for that, because after that, warm and sunny week lies ahead of us and generally quieter weather. So we'll have a stretch here where we'll get a little dry. So there is a little bit of a dip in the jet stream here in the Midwest, as we'll see a light trough or a weak trough kind of push through the Midwest here, and that will push southeastward for tomorrow, cool us off slightly, while all the heat will continue to be compressed to the southwestern and western United States for a couple of days. But then that changes midweek here. We'll see this trough begin to slide eastward and south winds kick back in by our Thursday in the later part of the week, and this ridge expands through the Rocky Mountains and into the Great Plains by the later part of the week. So we'll see a return to the summer-like heat later on this week with not much of any activity weather-wise over our area. So just looking hot and mostly sunny for the weekend and early next week. So for today, morning showers have pretty much been dissipating, so that will leave us with a mostly cloudy sky through the late morning. Might get some more peaks of sun from some of the daytime heating in the afternoon, so that should warm us up to about the mid-80s for our highs. And if it does warm up that much, that could re-destabilize our atmosphere and allow for a shower or storm to maybe pop up around dinner time or so, according to our stormcast here. Again, don't expect anything too widespread. It'll be along and south of I-80, closer to where that front will be. So a couple spotty showers and storms possible, especially south of us overnight, closer to that front. So one last chance here on getting in on some rain, because drier and cooler air moves in by our Tuesday. And we'll see more of a north wind, holding our temperatures to the low 80s overall, and that will give us just a nice break from the heat real briefly. Not much for severe weather risk today, just a marginal risk here in southeast Nebraska, so any storm that does pop up in the evening, maybe some strong wind gusts or heavy rain with it, but really pretty minimal severe weather-wise. So we've already seen a few showers this morning. Those are dissipating. Will be partly cloudy today, mid-80s for our highs, maybe another isolated storm during the evening hours, and then tonight, again, mostly during the evening hours, and that will push south and eastward, becoming partly cloudy late night down into the mid-60s for our lows. Tomorrow, mid-80s, so drier, mostly sunny. We'll get just a brief little cool down here for a day or two, but then we turn back on the heat for the later part of the week with highs right around 90, low 90s, so about a few degrees above our average. So not a big heat wave, but just running a little bit hotter than normal. And yes, just no sign of any precipitation later on in the week, just looking sunny.
Yeah, looks very, very sunny. So hopefully we can squeeze a little bit of rain out of those clouds today at some point.
Yes, and then get those sprinklers running most likely late week.
All right, Jason, thank you very much.